All right, so welcome everybody. It's Brian Carruthers here. I'm excited about this long overdue live dials training session. I do this a few times a year where I actually will get on the phone and start making some phone calls to my own recruiting prospects and let everybody listen in so you can hear what I say, how I say it. By the way, you may say, Brian's really not that good. And you know what? I hope that you say, geez, Brian is not that good, because you don't have to be that good in network marketing to be a top recruiter. I mean, I recruited over 10 people a month, every month for 10 consecutive years when I got started in this company. Okay? 10 consecutive years, over 10 recruits a month. And some months I had 15, some months I had 20, some months I had 25. So how was I able to do that? I was talking to more new people every single day. That's warm market, that's cold market, that's online, that's offline. At the end of the day, you guys, don't worry about getting caught up in, exactly how to do things perfectly, because you're going to find out tonight. I am far from perfect. I've been doing this for 21 years full time, and I'm still not the best at it, but I can tell you, very few people have out recruited me, because you don't need to be the best, you just have to be the busiest. And you've got to have a system. You have to have a routine. You want to master the mundane. And by the way, do I enjoy picking up the phone and calling prospects, talking to people that most of them are going to tell me, no, I'm not interested? Do I enjoy it? Heck no, I don't enjoy it. I've never enjoyed it. I'm not enjoying being on here doing this tonight. I've never enjoyed picking up the phone, calling prospects. But guess what? I've done it tens of thousands of times at this point. I have no idea what the number is, but I've done it so many times. Why? Because I like what I get from doing it. I don't enjoy the phone calls, but I love bringing new recruits into the business. I love helping them launch a business. I love giving them hope and seeing many of them, the ones that actually lean in and build their business. I love seeing them have more time with their kids and retiring from jobs and buying a new home and just enjoying the success and the spoils and the fruits of their labor. So tonight I'm going to be calling prospects that are live interviewed leads that I get from my source that I've been using for the last several years. My source is instantsuccessleads.net. I've been using these guys for years. They are the best lead source in the entire network marketing industry. And how is it that I can say that? First of all, I don't own the company. They do compensate me. Okay, they gave me these leads to call for free, so I didn't have to pay for these leads. I'm promoting them, so I'm getting these leads free. But let me tell you, I've been around using leads for over 20 years. Anytime another lead source comes along, people say, hey, Brian, have you used these guys? I will get them to send me some sample leads, and I'll try them out. I'm always looking to see where is the best product out there. Where can I get the best, most receptive prospects for my business? And hands down, this is the lead source that has not only the most receptive prospects, but they stand behind their leads. So if you buy leads from them and some of them are bad numbers, they'll replace them. I mean, these guys are really, really good. So you can go check them out after the call, instantsuccessleads.net. And by the way, the leads I'm calling tonight, live interview leads, they have a special that ends tomorrow, which is September the 10th at midnight Eastern time. Tomorrow is when it ends. If you buy live interviewed leads or live local premium leads, write those two down. Live interviewed leads, which are the best, I'll tell you why, and live local premium. Those are the two leads. If you order with a discount code LIVE30, LIVE 30, you'll get 30% more free leads on your order. Now, why do I like the live interviewed leads the most? These are people who had answered an ad that the vendor that creates these leads, my lead source, they run ads online for people that are looking to start a home-based business. Usually that's the end of it. Then they send you the lead. You bought the lead. You call them. But what the live interview leads are about is they generate the leads. Somebody from the lead company call center calls the lead, interviews them, and they ask them some questions. They're like, do you know that there's going to be an investment involved? How much money do you how much money do you want to make on a part-time basis on the side from this project? And they also say, how many hours a week are you willing to work the business? What time of day is it best to call you? So it's a more receptive lead because they've already been put through little bit of a labyrinth or kind of a um, just kind of a sorting process, if you will. So I'm actually calling them to recruit them into my Legal Shield business. Now we've got people on here right now, distributors from hundreds of network marketing companies. Obviously, all English speaking, but in other countries, English speaking countries, because obviously I'm only speaking English tonight. But I'll tell you, um, you'll never, ever, ever have to worry about putting one of your team members on one of my trainings because I will never recruit an active network marketer who's already building a network marketing business. I made that decision 6 years ago when I came out with my first book. And I started publishing books and training programs and helping the whole network marketing community at large. I made that commitment so that people don't have to worry. Oh, people are going to start following Brian. They're going to want to work. They're going to want to work with Brian, and we're going to lose. That you'll never, ever, ever have to worry about that. So when you hear me, if I, and I typically won't, if I mention Legal Shield or I mention anything about my business on a call tonight, disregard that. That you're not here to hear about my business. You're here to watch my methodology and how I actually reach out to prospects to share my information with them about my business. Okay. Um, and I'm gonna, and in a couple more minutes, I'm gonna get to the calls. I want to make sure that you guys know why it is that I so much believe in using leads like this and to supplement my warm market prospecting and to supplement all the other forms. Like I still believe in using the 3-foot rule. Like when I'm out and about, if I meet somebody at a gas station next to me when they're pumping gas, I'll strike up a conversation. I'll pay them a compliment. Ask them if they keep their income options open, and then I'll grab their information. I'll put them in my app, and I'll send them over some information. Okay, so I believe in that. You never, ever, ever want to let cold market dialing of leads replace anything else. It only supplements. Now, I believe in it because a couple things. First of all, the more prospects that you have in your pipeline, the better your posture is going to be with your prospects. See, if you're calling the same 5 family members or the same 5 friends, you're coming across as desperate. You come across like you need them instead of them needing you and your opportunity. You come across like you're needy, and you're just like you're beating people to death. You're scaring them off. But if you've got literally 5 or 10 prospects a day that are coming your way because you can buy unlimited, flow of leads from a lead source like this, guess what? Then now you're not coming across to anybody like you need them. You're coming across more professional. You're on the front foot instead of the back foot. You're unapologetic. You've got super belief in what you're doing, and you're giving you're fishing and you're not hunting. That's number 1. Your posture. Number 2, I love leads like this as a methodology that I can offer to an associate or a person on my team who's on hanging by a thread. Like they're just inches away from just giving up on their business because they were told you need to make a list of all your friends and family and contact them all and show them all your information. And look, people go through that. And maybe they went through their entire list and they ran out. Some people signed up and the rest of them didn't want to. And they're like, well, I'm at a standstill. I'm at a dead end now. Well, no. You show them, hey, you're never at a dead end because there's an unlimited access to prospects and leads if you want them by using a source like this. And by the way, the challenge is most people who have hundreds of friends and contacts in their phone and on Facebook and so forth, most people go through 5 or 10 people that say no to them. And now they think, oh, well, nobody I know is interested. No. Those 5 or those 10 were not interested, but don't write off the other hundreds. Because just because the first one did not have interest does not mean that there's not acres of diamonds in your own backyard. So just some coaching I want to give you guys there. Now, when I make these phone calls, I'm going to share with you here's my methodology. I typically don't leave a voicemail on the first on the first call. So if they don't pick up, I usually hang up and I try them at a different time, different day. If I call them back a second time and they don't pick up, then I will leave a voicemail. And the good thing about the live interview leads is I can reference the fact that they talk with my assistant. The person that they talk to that interviewed them, I call them my assistant. It makes me feel makes me sound important, right? So I tell them, hey, look, you talked to my assistant Steve. You said you wanted to get information on our work from home program with our company, and he said you wanted to make $2,000 extra a month part time. We definitely can show you a program to do that. So give me a call back so we can get you some info. I would leave a message like that on the second time they don't pick up. On the third time they don't pick up, they didn't return my call after the second one. That's when I just throw the Hail Mary pass into the end zone. And in that situation, it might be I'm talking to my prospect Michael, and on his voicemail, I'll say, "Hey Michael, it's Brian Carruthers again. I tried to reach you a couple times. Left you a voicemail yesterday, and so I know you told Steve, my assistant, that this was very important that you get information about our company's project that you can work from home. He said that you were talking about making $2,000 to $4,000 part time, and I know you're busy, but I know you were looking for a reason, like you wanted extra income for whatever your reason was. And I coach and I've been working with people, helping them get started in a business like this for years. And I know a lot of people, their reasons are they are upside down financially, or it's their lack of finances is affecting their marriage or their family, or they don't have enough time with their kids because they're working two jobs or they're working too many hours. I don't know what your circumstances are. And when we talk, you can certainly share that if you want. But what we are really good at is showing people how to bring something to the marketplace that everybody needs, everybody can afford. And let me tell you, you can make a very, very meaningful amount of money in little slivers of time. If you can work this business, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, a few hours a week, I can show you how you can actually make more money doing this than a lot of other projects. You don't need to be driving for Uber or anything like that. So if you're interested, there's no guarantees or anything like that that this is going to be up your alley, but it would make sense for you to spend 20 minutes to review a presentation so you can see all the different ways you get paid. Here's my number. Call me back. See, that would be my Hail Mary pass on my third attempt to reach somebody. Now, if they still don't call me back after that, look, in North America, there's 350 million people that live in U.S. and Canada, just in North America alone. Hundreds of millions of people. I don't need to chase anybody. Now, I paid a couple bucks for the lead, right? If I bought the leads, I paid a couple bucks. So I know I don't want to just throw it away. So I will call one time, no answer. I'll call back a second time, leave a short message. Call back the third time, I'll leave the Hail Mary. And then look, we also have their phone and their email address. So then I will go into my EB Pro, my Empire Builders Pro app, and I'll throw that person into my autoresponder, my email campaign, and it will drip on them. It'll send them my Making My First 10 Million book that they can read for free. It'll send them a video on why become an entrepreneur, send them another video on the power of a part-time business, another one, the tax advantages of a home-based business. It'll send them another one, the tax savings estimator shows them how much money they'd be saving every year in taxes if they just owned a home-based business. So I would just throw all the ones that are not reaching back to me. They're not bad people. Maybe they just had somebody die in their family. Maybe they have a kid going off to college and they're not home. We can't write people off just because we didn't catch them on our time, on our calendar, right? So you do your best and then throw everybody into a system. Now, I don't know what system you all have. Every company's got, well, not every company has systems. Some companies don't even have any systems. In Legal Shield, we have Prospect. It's the name of our app. And we can throw them into an email campaign in there, which is Legal Shield specific. You guys might have a specific one for your company. But for everybody who wants a true third party email campaign, use the one in the EB Pro app. Okay, you can check that out, empirebuilderspro.com, and you can learn all about that. I'm not here to pitch that or tell you about that, but beyond just sharing with you what I do, I dump them in there, and that will send out the drip campaign, and then I'll get people that will be reaching back to me going, oh my gosh, I just watched your video, or I just read your book, or I just saw how much money I'd be saving. We need to talk. Okay, it works. So let me start making the dials. I'm already 16 minutes in here and haven't made my first dial yet. And I promise you guys would listen to me, not talking to you, but actually talking to prospects. Here we go. Hope you can hear me. You have reached the voicemail box of... And again, I'm not going to be leaving voicemails for people on my first dial through. I just got these live interview leads today, so I'm going to go ahead and dial the next one. You have reached the voicemail box of 5165. All right, here we go. Next one.
Hello.
Hi, is Gary there, please?
I'm sorry he's not available to the phone now, but he will be in about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes? Okay, I'll try him back then. Thanks.
Thanks. Who is calling, please?
It's Brian Carruthers. He had actually reached out to us earlier today, and my assistant asked me to give him a call this evening.
Oh, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find him and get him right to the phone.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm sorry, I can't get him in the house yet, but he will be available in about 20 minutes.
That'd be good. I'll be just finishing up. I'll make him my last call, and I'll give him a buzz back.
Perfect. I'll tell him. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, here we go. Next one.
Hello?
Hey, Judy.
No, she's not here. Who's this?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Brian Carruthers. I was returning a call from Judy from today. Is she going to be around anytime soon?
You know Judy. Like I know Judy. Judy's never home.
Never home.
She'll be here probably about 6:30.
I got you. Okay. I'll try her back a little later on then.
Okay, honey.
All right, good night.
Bye.
Well, I guess I don't know Judy. All right, here we go. Next one.
Hello?
Is Priscilla there, please?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Is this Priscilla?
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Brian Carruthers. You had actually spoken with my assistant, Steve, earlier today. You asked
yeah, I did this morning.
Yeah. He asked me to give you a call and give you some information about our company's work from home program. Sorry, it's taken me all day to get back to you. We've had so many people asking for this information, so it's been a long day for me. But wanted to send some information over for you to review, to hear all about our work from home program and all the different ways you get paid and so forth. Would you prefer I send you an email or a text message with some information and a video to review?
A text message would be fine.
Okay, perfect.
Do you want me to put the number down? It's a different number.
A different one than you just gave me, or that I'm dialing?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me grab it 1 second. The same area code?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the rest of the digits?
670
Okay.
15 and 76.
670-1576?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And that's your cell phone that can take a text?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Well, I don't know if Steve told you, my name is Brian Carruthers, and I'm the lead guy, on the project. And so I'll send you over a short video. It's about 20 minutes that will go through all about the company and what we do and the multiple different ways you get paid. So I think you'll be excited when you see that. What time do you think you can spend 20 minutes to watch it?
I'm actually not going to be home until tomorrow. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure. What time do you think you can do tomorrow?
Probably around like 11.
11 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to put in my calendar here at around 11:30. I'll put my, you'll have my cell phone from where I'll text the information to you from. So at 11:30, just give me a buzz back on that number, and we can have a conversation and see if it's a good fit for you.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Good talking to you. Bye bye. All right, guys. So let me share with you a little bit more about what I did there. So my goal is, number one, to verify that they're interested in looking at some information. Number two, find out what's the best way they like to consume the information or receive it. Do you want it emailed to you? Do you want it texted to you? She said, text it to me. All right, cool. And then number three, I want to get their commitment. What time are you going to spend 20 minutes checking out the video? I want to know so I can structure my follow-up, but I also want to put it on them. See what I did there? I said, hey, I'm going to put in my calendar that I'm going to be expecting a call from you at about 11:30. So now that they almost have like a homework assignment. And so if, and in a perfect world, 100% of them are going to call me back when they said they would. In the reality, it's more like 20% will do it. Sometimes 10% will do it, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Well, it means something. It means the ones who do that are the ones I put a star next to their name when I want to work with people on my team. As my team is big, I like to work with people who follow through on their word. So they're starting off with a nice big gold star next to their name. I'm going to lean in. I'm going to really work with them. Now, if somebody doesn't call me back, I don't judge them because life happens or whatever the case. So I'll still call them. So if I don't hear from her at 11:30, I'll be calling her, right? And so it's just a follow-up game. And I feel like I am the king of follow-up. I will follow up and follow up and follow up until they sign up. That's just what I've always done. All right, here we go on the next one. Hello, it's Sandra there.
Speaking.
Hey, Sandra, this is Brian Carruthers. We haven't spoken yet. You spoke with my assistant, Danny, earlier today.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he asked me to give you a call personally. I know you were looking for some information on our company's work-from-home program, and I wanted to give you a quick call just to confirm on the phone with you where to send the information over to you. Did you want me to send it by email or text you some information by phone?
Email's fine.
Okay, and that's at your see here, at your Gmail address?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I'm not sure which one you have.
Sandra Beeman? Sandra
Okay.
D. Yep.
Sandra D. Okay.
Got it. So what I'll do is it's going to come, just so you know to look for it in case it for some reason goes into a junk folder or whatever. It's going to come from my personal account, Brian Carruthers. And I'll send you over some information to review, which will include a link to a short 20-minute video that explains all about the project and the 4 different ways that you get paid. When do you think you can find 20 minutes to watch it?
Yeah, well, I'll find some time. It won't be right away, but I'll find some.
Okay. What I want to try to always do is just schedule my calendar a time to be available to answer questions. Do you think you can do it tonight or tomorrow, or what's the earliest time?
Probably wouldn't be before Thursday.
Thursday. Okay. So I'm going to put in my calendar just to watch out for you on Thursday. Just give me a holler back, and we can schedule a time to spend 5 or 10 minutes. If you have any questions, just jot them down, and we can chat it through then.
Okay.
Have you been looking for a way to generate more income from home for a while?
Actually, I do have other businesses that I work from home. but I'm looking to add to that because I just need some more income.
Sure. Are any of them residual based or no?
Yes.
Oh, good, good. That's the key right there. And what you're going to find is with our company, it's a service based operation. So when you're getting customers and people are signing up, that's going to throw off cash flow to you every single month, even when you're not even having to talk to those customers again. I think you're going to really be turned on by this.
Okay. Well, I'll take a look at it.
All right. I'll shoot it over to you and we'll talk on Thursday.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. And sometimes, you don't want to beat yourself up. Sometimes I will stick to my guns and I'll just be real boom, 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 get off the phone. Sometimes I feel like, okay, there might be a need for me to kind of lay it on a little bit more thickly. Thickly, what is it? I mean, somebody's got to message me thickly. Layer it on a little thicker with regards to, giving her a little bit more reason to look forward to the information. So that's why sometimes I'll ask a question: how long have you been looking for a way to generate extra cash flow from home? Or what do you do now? Maybe you build a little rapport, get a little conversation going versus being a real cut and dry, boom, boom, get off the phone after I send them some information. So that's what I did there a little bit. I'm going to put a mark next to her name, and she wants it emailed. She wants it texted. Okay, after the call, I'm going to jump off and I'll be sending them in their information. Let me go ahead and do the next dial.
Hello?
Hello, this is Joseph.
Yeah.
Hey, Joseph, it's Brian Carruthers. We haven't met yet, but you had spoken with my assistant, Carrie, this morning, I believe, right?
About?
You had actually called our company or were looking online for information about our company's work-from-home program. You told Carrie you wanted to generate an extra $2 or $4 grand a month on the side?
Yeah.
Okay, super. Well, I wanted to give you a call personally. Again, it's Brian Carruthers. I'm gonna get some information over for you to review. Would you want me to send it to your email or text it to you by phone?
You can text it to this number. What is it exactly?
What I'll do is I'll shoot you a text. It'll have a video in there that'll explain all about the services. I'm sure you've heard about identity theft, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got the best solution in the entire marketplace. So you can imagine with a massive problem that we can solve, with a massive need that's out there, you can imagine there's some serious profit to be made. That's what we do. And so all you would do is be getting information out into people's eyeballs to learn about this, and you're getting residual income on all those customers. Sounds good?
Do they buy anything?
Yeah, they subscribe to the service, and every single month you're getting paid a residual income off of that.
All right. It's not as easy as you make it sound. You got
No. I mean, there's no pie in the sky, but we have a system where you can actually utilize the marketing system to be able to actually get the information out into the public, and we'll show you how that works. But while I do this, I'll send you over the video. It's got a full overview of what we do and the 4 different ways that you get paid and so forth. It's about a 20-minute overview. When do you think you can spend the time to watch that?
Tomorrow.
Okay. And just want to get my calendar here. What time do you think tomorrow?
Excuse me?
What time do you think you'll be able to do it tomorrow? I just want to make sure I can put in my calendar to be available afterward for any questions.
I'll be able to do it in the morning.
Okay. Let me see here. So I've got between 10 and 12 Eastern time. Good. Is that a good time frame for you?
No, I mean this time is good. Good to talk.
Oh, it's tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I got to look at the thing tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I understand. I just want to make sure I'm blocking out some time so that way if you have any need to call me for any questions that I can answer for you, I want to make sure I'm available and not hard to reach.
And what's the fee to get in?
The fee to get in is $99 one time.
Right.
And just so you know, I've been doing this for 21 years, so the company is solid as the day is long. It enabled me to walk away from my real estate career. My first year, I made more money with Legal Shield than I was full time in my real estate career. So when you see how the model is set up, and the kind of need in the marketplace for the service, I think you're going to be really intrigued.
All right.
But I'll send a text over to you here in the next 10 or 15 minutes. We can go from there, and then just jot down any questions as you watch through the video, and we'll chat again tomorrow night.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Bye bye. I'm glad that happens on a live dial like this, because I usually teach just get on and off the phone. Don't get trapped into answering any questions. You heard him ask me a question. What you don't want to do is you don't want to deflect too hard where you refuse to answer the questions, because when you do that, you don't seem trustworthy, and they'll either hang up or they completely disregard or discount you from that point forward. So you want to answer with honesty, but answer and then be moving on and get off the phone. Always get back to, hey, I'm going to get you the information. We'll talk again. Just check out the info so it'll all make sense. So, you notice there, he trapped me. He asked me how much is it going to cost to get in, right? So I had to tell him, what is it? So I chose, we have legal services. We have identity theft services. I chose the one that's probably hottest on people's minds. That's the easiest one to just say, and they get it, and you can move on with identity theft. So, you can model that for your company, your product. Again, quick answers and get off. But again, you want to talk about how they're going to be intrigued when they see this. You always want to be edifying and promoting the information you're going to send over. By the way, let's stop here and think about this. So we've been on the phone for half an hour, okay? For the first 16 minutes, I was teaching you guys. I've only been making dials for about 15 minutes or so. I've already made 3 contacts, 3 people that are committing to wanting to see information, okay? And of course, I'm going to be calling Gary back in a little while. So I want you guys to think about that. So I got 3 contacts in about 15 minutes. When we talk about the magic of network marketing, it's getting a lot of people to do a little bit consistently over an extended period of time with a good attitude. That's the name of the game. So I wrote an ebook that anybody can go get for free. Go to briancarruthers.com/ebook. It's called the 2-a-day phenomenon in network marketing. If you can just get 2 new prospects a day, 2 new exposures a day to commit to reviewing information, and then you teach other people in your team, let's say you get 5 people in your team, and they are all committed to getting 2 new exposures a day, look what's happening there. What is happening there? You're doing 2 a day. Then you got 5 more people that are each doing 2 a day. And then guess what? Those 5 are each going to recruit 5 eventually who are going to do 2 a day. So now you got 2 plus 12 plus 60, 62 exposures a day, right? Think about this. You're doing your 2 a day. You got 5 more doing 2 a day. That's 10 more. Then you got 25 more people doing 2 a day. That's 50 more. There's 62 exposures a day. Then your team is going to grow to 125 people doing 2 a day. There's another 250. Add that to the 62. You got 312 exposures a day happening in your organization. If you have 312 exposures a day, think about that. On a monthly basis, at 5% conversion rate, you've got 468 recruits joining your team. Now let's bring it back, because that's going to be overwhelming. You're like, oh no, that'll never happen. I've never seen that happen in my business before. All right, let's just bring it back. Can you imagine if you do 2 a day? You get 5 people on your team doing 2 a day. That's 12 exposures a day in your organization, including yours. That's 360 a month, times only a 5% conversion rate. Conversion meaning signing up as a recruit. 360 times 5% is 18 recruits a month. When was the last time your team recruited 18 people in a month? Now, I know there's some superstars on here right now, and you're doing 18 a day. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everybody else on your team. Okay, you might be doing, you might be doing 1,800 recruits a month or 180 recruits a month. But I'm talking about how many people on your team could you help get 18 recruits a month that are maybe doing 9? How about helping them double what they're doing right now? Again, it didn't take me much to do that. 15 minutes of dials from people who are already pre-interviewed by the call center. Let me make another dial so you can keep on hearing this. I got a couple more things I'm going to share with you guys after this dial as well. Share with you guys how to do the follow-up, which is also very important.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message.
And I want to catch one more person. See if I can get.
Hi, this is Charles.
Hey, Charles, it's Brian Carruthers. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. I'm not sure if you recognize my name. We haven't talked yet, but you might have talked with, it looks like you talked to Danny, my assistant, earlier today. He asked me to give you a call back. You had requested information about our company's work from home program. He asked me to give you a call directly, get you some information to review. I was going to send that over to you, but before I did that, I wanted to see, did you want me to send you an email with the information or text it to your phone?
Could you send me an email?
Okay, I've got your full name, 99 at Gmail.
Right.
Okay, perfect. And it's going to come from my name, Brian Carruthers. So if you don't see it in the next 30 minutes, you can just check the maybe a junk folder or whatever in case it goes there. And what I'll include in there is a link to a 20-minute video that will explain all about who we are, what we do, and the 4 different ways that you get paid. When do you think you might have time to spend 20 minutes to review the information?
Tomorrow.
Okay. And I want to make sure that I can be in my calendar on standby, so that way afterward I can answer any questions that you have. Do you have a ballpark time when you can do that?
Like 10 o'clock in the morning.
All right, I'll put it in here 10:30 a.m. So right around when you're done the video, just give me a buzz back. I'll put my direct phone number in the email, so that way you can just give me a buzz back and I can answer any questions at that point.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, good talking to you.
Thank you. Talking to you. Have a good day.
Bye bye. Check that out. There's 4 prospects. Do you realize? I want you guys to really hear what I'm saying here. Do you realize that a majority of full-time network marketers in this profession do not talk to 4 new prospects a day? And I'm talking about people that quit their jobs. They say they're full-time in network marketing, and they're not even doing 2 exposures a day, much less 4. And I'm telling you, I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of full-time network marketing friends in the industry. And hardly any of them are talking to 4 prospects a day. I just did that in the last 20 minutes. So when somebody tells me, oh, I don't believe in leads, okay, whatever. I don't care where you find your prospects. You can go dig them up out of your backyard as long as they got a pulse. You got people buried in your backyard. No, stupid analogy, but you understand what I'm saying. I don't care where you find them. Just find people. Okay, I like leads. I can sit here and I can talk to people that are receptive because they already talked to my assistant earlier in the day. This is fun. This is more fun than talking to a stranger at the gas pump or in a line somewhere. And I'll still do that, but that's more awkward for me because I'm an introvert. And by the way, some of you guys are like, no, there's no way. Yes, I am wired as an introvert. I've been doing calls like this for 20 years, so I can make calls and I can talk to you guys and teach you what I'm doing, pretty easily, because I've been doing it so much. But anyway, so let's talk about follow-up here before we wrap up. So, hold up. Before that, I am aware that there are some companies in the industry that are using a process called ATM, Ad Tag Message, on Facebook. You can also use these leads, verify that they want information from you, tell them that you would like to add them to a private or a secret Facebook group where they can learn all about the company and how the business works and how they get paid. And then you can friend request them and then go ahead and do the ATM program. Okay? For anybody that's doing that in your company, and by the way, if you're in legal shield around other companies that are not doing that, then disregard that because it doesn't even apply. I just want to make sure that you guys know that you can still do that with leads. Now, secondly, the fortune is in the follow-up. Exposure is everything. Okay, you can't follow somebody, you can't sign somebody up if you have not exposed them in the first place. Exposure is everything. But secondly, fortune is in the follow-up. When I call these people back, let's say Charles, I talk to him tomorrow morning after he's watched the video. I'm going to call him up, or if he doesn't call me back, I'll call him. I'll say, hey, Charles, it's Brian Carruthers. Sent you that video. What did you like best about what you heard or what you saw? Now, he's either going to say, didn't watch it. Then I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to re-edify the video, and then get another commitment of the next time he's going to commit to watching it, and then follow back up again later. If he says, saw it, didn't like it, then I could, depending on my mood, I could say, too bad you're lost, have a good day. Or I don't say that, I'll think it, but I'll say, okay, great, thanks for your time, have a good day. Or I would say to Charles, so Charles, what about it did you not like? And he might say, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, or I don't like sales, or I don't believe in that product, or whatever. I don't care what the answer is. I will turn it around. I'll say, well, Charles, let me tell you, this business is perfectly designed for uninterested people, because even though you're not interested in what you saw, I bet you know a bunch of people who would be interested, because statistically, we're signing up 40,000 people a month that are signing up for this right now. So that means statistically, I mean, a lot of people that you know would be interested, even though you're not. So what I mean by this business is perfectly designed for you is you don't have to be interested. But if you can turn some people on to this project and introduce them to me, I will take them under my wing. I will teach them how to go out there and build this business and make some great income from home on the side. And the company, we will pay you a finder's fee and pay you for their productivity. Are you interested now? You see, I can turn a no into a yes by using my ultimate comeback on any answer they ever give me. If they say they like it, I'm so glad you said that. I don't like what I saw. I'm so glad you said that. This business is perfectly designed for uninterested people, because I know you're not interested, but statistically, many of the people you know will be interested in this. And if you can introduce them to the concept, get them in touch with me, I will onboard them. I will work with them. They'll become productive, and you're going to earn an override on all that productivity. I mean, how are they going to not? By the way, they still may say no to that, and it's okay. But that's what, and by the way, I just gave you all some secret sauce there. I haven't taught that out there in the open land of network marketing for a while. I don't even remember the last time I even shared that with people, but I can tell you that's some secret sauce right there. Hopefully you guys got that nugget. You put it in your pocket, and you go out there and you take that gold into your recruiting efforts. So what did you like best? And then I'm so glad you said that, regardless whether it's positive or negative, because the business is perfectly designed for any answer they give you. Then you edify your upline, you do a 3-way conference call, you get their questions answered by the expert, they close them, and you get that person onboarded. Okay, it's simple as that. By the way, when the 3-way call is done, don't send them anywhere to sign up. You send them a link to sign up, and you get off the phone, 50% of the time, they're gone. Stay on the phone. Walk them through it. Stay on the line with them. Walk them through it on the spot, on the phone. That way you're ensuring that they sign up right and they don't slip away, right? Very, very important that you guys do that. Commit to the strategy. This is really important, okay? Commit to the strategy. If you're going to start implementing some leads into your methodology, okay, do it where you can where you can handle it. Okay, I'm talking about like get 2 or 5 prospects a day. You can if you order from instantsuccessleads.net. And again, at the beginning of the call, if you missed the beginning, there's a special promotion right now that the lead source that I use for these live interview leads, you can get 30% more leads for free by using Live 30, LIVE 30 on instantsuccessleads.net on that particular lead type. These are the live interview leads or live local premium leads. Those are the premium leads that you can buy in a specific area code. So if you want to build in Houston, Texas, you can go in there and put in 713, 281, right? You can, by the way, I know the area codes pretty much 989. I know the area codes in any marketplace. You tell me a marketplace, I know them. I mean, Southern California, okay? It's going to be 619. It's going to be 714. I mean, I know the area at 949. I mean, I know the area codes because I've been working the phones like this for 20 years. Okay, so if you want to build in a certain marketplace, you can go buy leads in that town because you want to build there. Those are the 2 leads that you can actually get with that special. But commit to the strategy. Don't just say, I'm going to go buy a batch of 50 leads. I'll see how it goes and then be done. No, don't. That's not how you succeed in anything. You say, okay, this is a model that I'm going to work into my strategy, and I'm going to do 50 leads, 100 leads, whatever a month. and then you commit to doing it for the next 6 to 12 months. I mean, give it some time. Give yourself some time to build up your funnel, to get good, to get better at the routine and rhythm of this, and build up, the pipeline of follow-ups, and your like Jim Rohn always says, your ratio will appear. Okay, you're not going to get your first 10, 20, 30 dials and know what your ratio is going to be. You might say, well, Brian, how many people should I recruit out of 100 leads? I don't know. I don't know how good your opportunity is. I don't know how good your presentation material is. I don't know what your attitude and your demeanor is going to be when you're talking to the people. Okay, and then there's also the luck of the draw. Good prospects and bad prospects. Open or not, whatever the case is. So, but I would say if you recruited 2 out of 100, that's profitable. In most compensation plans, if you recruit 2 people, that's going to more than pay for that whole batch of leads. Plus all the business that those recruits are going to lead you to forever. So it's not just upfront how much your return on the investment is. It's what's a recruit worth to you over the span of the next 10 years. I mean, a productive recruit that leads to building a team could be worth, 1,000 a year, 5,000 a year, 10,000 a year in income to you, depending on who they are. I mean, you just never know. So hopefully you guys got some good some good ideas. Hopefully that you are empowered to make those phone calls, and you can do the same stuff, you guys. Just because I'm calling these strangers that are ad responders, that doesn't matter. You can do the same thing with a friend or a family member or anybody you know on social media. You can do the same exact thing. Your initial question, your initial phone call might be a little bit different. It's not like, hey, you talk to my assistant, but I can call up, hey, Charles, hey, it's Brian. I haven't talked to you in a while. I just saw you on, you popped up on my newsfeed on Facebook today, and just caused me, to go look at your Facebook page. I see you got, your son just went off to college. Congratulations. By the way, I'm sitting here at my desk right now, and I'm working on a project that's really exciting, and I thought this might be right up your alley. You keep your income options open. Boom. Exposure. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get this thing wrapped up because in 10 minutes, have our Empire Builders Pro live coaching session get ready to start on my Zoom. So I got to rock and roll. Hope you guys had some a good time with me tonight because I enjoyed myself. I'm going to go ahead and unmute the lines. You guys want to shout out anything? You guys feel free to do that.